it's that time of year again. I'm going to show you how I make some eggnog. I got a little bit of rum to go with it. This is going to be amazing. Check this out. So first I start with 6 eggs. I'm going to have the list of ingredients in the description below. I put 6 eggs in a bowl and I pour in 1 cup of granulated sugar. You can use anything for sweetness at this point. I use granulated sugar because it was the easiest. So you just want to whisk this in until it gets nice and fluffy. You're going to see the color get a little bit lighter, and you'll see it really start to pick up some air. It won't be super like whipped creamy, but it'll look kind of like mayonnaise almost, if you've ever made mayonnaise before. So I just go ahead and give that a nice whisk. It takes a little while, about 5-10 minutes. Yeah, so you beat it up, and once it gets nice and fluffy, you're gonna put that to the side, and now you're gonna get your pot. You're gonna pour in a cup of heavy cream, 3.5% or 35%, sorry, and 2 cups of milk. I'm using 2% milk. Some people use whole milk, but it depends on how fatty you want it. And you're gonna put this into a pot, and you're gonna bring it up to not even a simmer, like just a steep. Like you'll see a little bit of bubbles coming up at the top. I put a teaspoon of cinnamon and half a teaspoon of nutmeg, or a healthy amount. And you're gonna give that a bit of a mix, and put that on the stove top, and let that cook a little bit. Give that a mix. So eggnog is really just cooked eggs, but you're cooking the eggs in the hot milk. You're not actually like putting the eggs on the stove to boil. So the eggs get tempered with the milk, and they actually cook a little bit through and through, and it becomes nice and thick when you put it in the fridge later on. So at this point I'm adding a cap of vanilla extract, and I'm giving that a quick stir, and you see the steam coming off of the milky batter that I've made. You're gonna pour this into your egg mixture slowly, 1 spoonful at a time, until you see that your eggs are starting to steam up a little bit too. Then you know your eggs are tempered, and you can go ahead and pour in the rest of your hot cream into your egg mixture. But continue mixing with it though. You don't want chunks in your eggnog. You want it nice and smooth, so you keep mixing it so the heat disperses evenly and you get no chunks. And then you put it in the fridge, and you let that sit for, I don't know, a couple hours until it thickens or until it cools fully, or I let it sit overnight. Now after I let it sit overnight, you're gonna go ahead and pour this bad boy into your cups. So just to show you how it looks, it's a little thicker. It definitely looks exactly like eggnog does. It's just a little more nutmeggy, which I prefer. It's a preference for me. So I poured them both in the cups, and you're basically ready for garnishing and adding in some of the rum. Add it to your own discretion though, because rum is strong and it can really overpower your eggnog very quickly. So I put a little bit of rum, about a shot, a pinch of cinnamon, and a pinch of nutmeg on top as well. So give that a quick stir, and I let that combine nicely before I garnish it with some more cinnamon and nutmeg on top. I stirred with the cinnamon stick just to, add a little bit more cinnamony essences to the eggnog. It didn't really work. It worked better when I just dropped it in, which I did for mine. Add a little bit more cinnamon and nutmeg on top, and this bad boy is done. Creamy, delicious eggnog. Has a little bit of a kick to it because of the rum. It was so good. Like I can't believe I only made 1 batch of this. Like I'm ready to make some more. But for the holiday season, if you are looking to make some eggnog, this is definitely a recipe to try for sure. This will have everybody happy. But remember, the quality of the rum is important too. So I use Appleton Estate. You know, can't go wrong with some Jamaican dark rum. But the choice is yours. You got so many different types you can use. Please comment if you made this. I want to see how you guys made yours, what kind of ingredients you guys used. Also, if you guys can give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to see next.